Alrighty, so we're gonna go through our commercial financing course. A bit about myself. I've worked in commercial banking for over 10 years and then became a broker for about 8 years. I started my career off actually as an insurance underwriter, where I did a lot of underwriting for various commercial properties, but from an insurance perspective. So that kind of gave me an idea on how underwriters look at deal and assess risk. And then I moved on to my career as a commercial real estate appraiser. Again, we looked at real estate, but from a different lens, definitely more conservative approach, and basically doing appraisals for various banks. Then I made my way over to commercial banker, where I spent 4 or 5 years there doing various different types of commercial financing. And then I finished my career before becoming a broker as a private banker.
So my name's Wing Hung. I'm a CFA. That was not very fun to do. I have over 15 years of, experience in residential and commercial lending. I have a wide range of roles. I've been both on the equity side and the debt side. But I've mostly done real estate the last, maybe 10 years or so. I worked at CWB, CMLS, BMO as well. I was an analyst on, for, a REIT as well, recently as 7 years ago. Pretty wide range of experience, especially in the commercial side.
I think the cool thing about both of our backgrounds is that Wing did do a lot of debt financing, but he worked for a lot of private equity. So he was looking at transactions from a investor standpoint. So a lot of these REITs, what they do is they buy multi-unit family apartments or they invest in a various asset class. And so Wing's role was looking at it from a different angle. So that's where I think we're going to share to you when it comes to underwriting, we have experience on looking at it from very different angles, from an insurance underwriter perspective, from an appraiser perspective, from a banker's perspective, and from a investor perspective. And each group would underwrite that type of asset very differently because they all have different motives, right? So an insurance underwriter is trying to underwrite the deal in a risk perspective of insurance. If there's a fire, if there's an earthquake, would I insure this property? Is this located near a high risk area? So I think that's a neat thing about our backgrounds, that we kind of able to bring different types of underwriting strategies to help you as a broker to look at deals differently so that you can position the deal to the bank a lot better. And then just to add to that, another I think key thing for us is that both Wing and I are still active brokers in the broker channel, where we're still doing commercial financing deals. So we have our pulse on the ground with lenders. We know exactly what their lender appetites are, which lender to go to, and so we're able to share and teach that knowledge for you as well.
In addition, Tuan and I has a lot of experience supporting, other brokers as well. From Clear Trust, we were one of the main people at the commercial desk, where a lot of residential brokers who doesn't know how to do commercial lending, they will refer their clients to us. And now we're doing the exact same thing, while we're at BRX. So we do have a lot of experience, uh, coaching and training other resident brokers, helping you close deals. Something that we look forward to doing with you as well after the course.
Another key thing is that we've actually have a couple agents on our team that had no experience in financing, banking, or commercial financing, and they joined our team the last few years. And through that process, we've come up with different process and methodologies that we know would work on helping them learn about commercial financing and successfully applying it to the day-to-day job. So we're very confident in terms of not just our experience, but how do we transfer that knowledge to you so that you can actually apply it. Like I think in school, a lot of times you can study a bachelor degree or get an MBA. They'll teach you all the technical stuff. But then when you go out to the real world in your first job, is how do you apply it? And how do you successfully apply it? I think that's a key thing there, is that that transition is not always easy. So we're very confident that not only will teach you the content on how to do it, but we know day one when you get your first commercial deal, how do you fund? Where do you go? How do you get this deal approved? And I think that's the most important thing for a lot of you who are taking this course.
And we'll basically teach you real world skills. Like you read the mortgage broker book and did the exam, but doesn't teach you how to do deals. This course really does teach you how to, do some deals especially in the commercial side. So
Good point. Yeah, I think all of us, we took the exam thinking, hey, we're a mortgage broker. You go out your first day and you're not sure
yeah, I
where to
got
go.
95%. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be a great broker. That doesn't
yeah,
really mean that, right? So
yeah.
it's a lot of trial and error that we went through, right? When we started as brokers. So we are excited to share that experience with you. So,
Yeah, hopefully we're able to condense all these years of experience into a 5-week crash course to allow you to get up and running and ready to go to start generating revenue right away. I think that's the most important at the end of the day. Like, sure, we all want to learn something new and take a course, but how do you actually apply this and actually generate revenue and help yourself, help improve and build your business? In terms of our information, you can find us online and through LinkedIn or on social media, and or you can call or email us anytime. But for course support, this is how you would reach us. Next, we'll go through a high level, just course overview and course preparation. This program is going to be great for new agents in the industry, those that know commercial financing and those that don't know commercial financing.
it's also not just for new agents. It could be, you might be a residential broker for the last 15 years, 10 years. You want to start, broadening your scope, diversifying your revenue. That could be for you as well. Or you could be a commercial banker who recently became a broker, and you're having a hard time generating leads, knowing who to go to. You have trouble, making relationships with new lenders. This is for you as well.
Yeah, and in terms of a good point Wayne made there is that we know a lot of commercial bankers that have commercial bank experience, so they know a lot of the content here, like the technical content and aspects, how to calculate ratios and all that stuff. But what we noticed from a lot of them, that transition from banker to broker is not as smooth as they thought or as we've seen. And the reason why is that a lot of them, maybe they might have worked at a bank for a long time or that one bank. So they're going to know that policy, say at TD, very well. When you become a broker, you're going to have to be very diversified. You have to understand the different lending policies from the different banks and also how to quickly place a loan. You don't have much time in the broker world where client comes to you, you might have a few days to turn that around. So I think the key is speed and then also that diversified knowledge. And so we'll definitely teach you all that on how to, when you get a lead, how to fund a deal. The next part is we'll teach you lead generation strategies. Depending on your background, you might have certain strategies that work. But in the commercial space, there's definitely certain things that we've had through trial and error that work for us, and we'll definitely share that to you as well on how to generate leads in that end. Also, the psychology of selling a high ticket item such as commercial financing. And when I say high ticket, I mean like as a commercial broker, you have to charge a broker fee. On the residential side, you typically get paid a referral fee by the bank. So it's a bit of an easier conversation. So when a client comes to you, they go, Tuan or Wing, can you help us with commercial financing? Now you're going to tell them that in addition to that, there's a broker fee on top. So we'll definitely go through the psychology of selling that type of product.
Yeah, we'll also kind of go over a high level of how to um, you know, do a deal from beginning to end with commercial financing. We'll cover a lot of the broad asset classes that you may not be familiar with, like industrial, retail, multifamily, construction. And we'll kind of go through when you get a lead and how to do the deal all the way to funding and the system of process, because it's quite a bit different than on the residential side.
Yeah, no, good point. And really just teaching you when you get a deal, how to apply it. I think that's the most important and the actual step-by-step process on what to do with that deal. And our goal really is to empower you for more knowledge, to learn more, know more, and hopefully increase your confidence and also the ability to increase your revenue and then grow your business. The next one is just course preparation. Some key things is definitely go through all the pre-course videos. Jot down any notes you have that you might not, some stuff you might have questions about, and then do the assigned homeworks. And also prepare any questions you may have for us. You can email us ahead of time or just bring it to the live to the Q&A course as well.
Yeah, and the Q&A is really your time. So come prepared. Any questions you have, we're an open book. If you have any live deals you're working on that you want some advice on, please share with us in the class if you feel comfortable. and we'll be happy to hear you. And I think it'll be very beneficial for everyone to hear how we dissect a live deal, and it's questions we may ask. So I think that'll be very, good for the class as well. If you're okay to share like that.
Yeah, and we're all when we want everyone to learn and we want everyone to be to speak up and share because we can learn from each other. So if you have a deal that's a live deal right now, the client call is calling you for help, and we can go through it together, and we can learn from our other classmates as well on how to tackle that deal. So I think we want to make it as
Interactive as possible, right? And especially in the Q&A, I think. Yeah.
and that's where I think a lot of learning is anyways. And that's what I meant by the best way to learn is working on a live file. We'll give you case studies, but a lot of times if you have something, we can definitely help you on the spot. And that way others can learn as well. And we all learn from each other. I think that's the key. And then the last part is that we'll provide, after the course, you can still reach out to us. We'll have a mastermind group where we provide ongoing support. You may have a question after the course and everything, so definitely reach out to us, and that way also we all can continue learning with each other in that same cohort that you're with. You'll learn from the other agents, and you guys can message each other for help. And really building that community is going to be very important. And so hopefully that will help kind of continue giving you more confidence in doing more the commercial deals. Perfect. And then the last one is just continued support. Sorry, we lost track there. So basically we're open to different arrangements in a sense. Everyone is going to be coming from a different scenario. I have agents who are by themselves, or I have agents who have a big team. And so this course is really, for you to learn. But sometimes I've seen agents where they have a team, they're doing really well on the residential side, and they just really want uh, to outsource the work or maybe have support from a commercial team that can help. We can arrange different ways to help for the ongoing support. Some would like a business coach or accountability coach. We're open to that too. So I think the key for us is like getting to know each other and building that trust and relationship. And then we can always amend how we support you post course in terms of what your needs are. We don't have a defined formula, but we're definitely open to different ways to helping you. And our goal is really to support you in this growth, and hopefully you learn how to do more commercial deals.